Okay, I think we are recording. Hi guys, my name is Sharisa Huffman. I am an Airbnb host. This is Cameron, my little boy. So I wanted to share with you how you can become an Airbnb host within like 30 days. A lot of people ask me all the time, hey Sharisa, how do you become an Airbnb host? Like how do you have like 4 homes and you're, making money and you're just, this is all you do. And, becoming an Airbnb host is really rewarding and it's really fun, but it does take a lot of work. So I just wanted to make a quick video about this so that you guys can really, begin to I want to just kind of shift your mindset a little bit and give you an open, a different perspective. Maybe you've heard of people that are doing it. Maybe you hear people that are renting a room out in their home or something like that. And, they're doing okay with it. But I want to share with you what I'm doing as an Airbnb host that is making me great money. It's giving me a lot of time with this little guy and where we're able to have a very nice lifestyle. And I'm also a single mother too. So I've been able to create really, really cool results just, on my own. I didn't really have any help. I didn't have any loans, just hard work, using some resources, being smart. And I was able to make it happen. So I am an Airbnb host here in Dallas, Texas. We live in close to downtown Dallas. I have 4 properties total, but I have 3 mainly that I rent out all the time on Airbnb. One of them I live in currently. This is my home. We love it here. But the other 3 I rent them out. I have 3 in the same building and 2 across the hall. 1 is upstairs. And I did this very simply, very easily. I'm sorry, I won't say easy. It was simple. I just found a building that was, that would allow me to lease and then sublease out the homes. So I get them furnished. I do all that. I take all the pictures and then I list and I book them on across different platforms, Airbnb being the main one. But I do get a lot of great results on other platforms actually, and I do make slightly bit more money on certain other ones depending on the days and what's going on. I do get a lot more bookings on some other sites, which I will share at a later time. But right now we'll focus on Airbnb. Also, I'm gonna leave a link below, which is my link, to where you can sign up, become a host. And if you host within 30 days, you get some kind of incentive. Look it up, I don't know, but I will leave that link for you. So my business model is using other people's properties. And I'm sure you have heard of this before. Maybe some of you haven't. You don't actually have to own a home to start a hosting business or a short-term accommodations business, which is essentially what I operate. You can use other people's properties. So it can be a direct homeowner. It can be a building that has a property management company that will allow you to sublease out. I'm going to put my phone on the charger. That will allow you to sublease out your home, the homes that you have, and they have different agreements and things like that that you can set up for, right? That they already have in place that will allow you to legally sublease. So I don't do anything illegally. Anyway, so the main thing, how you become a host and how you really decide if this is for you is first you got to really figure out if you have the time to put in. If you have some time, because it is going to take some time at the beginning. You do have to scout out some properties. You do have to, you don't have to go driving around town, but you do have to, get online and search some properties, call around and ask some people, if they allow subleasing, if you're going to, well, hold on, let me back up. You have to figure out if you have the time, right? So let me go back to that. Sorry if I'm like messing up because I'm just kind of doing this little impromptu video. So you want to make sure you have time because it does take a lot of time, especially in the beginning. I go and I shop for my furniture, all that kind of stuff, looking for places, getting them, signing the leases, whatever. So that does take time, right? So if you have a full-time job, you kind of, you want to just, you want to make sure that you do have the time to dedicate, or you have somebody that you can delegate out responsibilities to help you kind of streamline the process.
Become rich today.
So that's a really, so that's really what you have to consider. then you have to really consider, like, are you going to buy homes, or are you going to sublease them out? Are you going to use other people's properties and sublease them? Hey, that's really loud. Are you going to just bubble pop all over? Anyway, so you have to, just decide, like, what is it that what are you going to do? You're going to buy some homes? Do you have that kind of capital? Do you have homes already and that you'd like to turn into investment property, that you'd like to turn into a short-term accommodation rental? Just kind of really decide, what is it that you're going for? What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you're trying to do? What route are you going to go? You really have to, like, kind of plan it out, like, really figure it out. I like the using other people's properties because it doesn't take a lot of income. It doesn't take a lot of startup cash. You can just sign a lease. You can get into a place that gives you a certain amount of time where you don't have to pay rent. All you have to pay is maybe a deposit and some admin fees. But then you can actually really get into the place maybe same day, get yourself some time to pay the rent, get some furniture in there, and then get some leases going, get pictures taken and list, and then get them booked. And a lot of times when I'm listing my properties, after I get my place furnished, I'm posting pictures and I'm getting booked within 30 minutes sometimes. Like, literally a new listing will get booked within 30 minutes. I'll have, like, the rent covered almost, or the lease covered within 30 minutes of booking. And that's, really, really awesome. So, so you just really have to figure out, like, what are you going to do? But this is a very, very lucrative business, right? It's very, very lucrative. It's very rewarding. It gives you a lot of free time. A lot of people tell me, they're like, man, Teresa, like, how do you do this? Like, you're living the life I want. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I do have a really cool life, but it is a lot of hard work. Sometimes I'm working all day.
You have to work your butt off to get a lot this kind of life and stuff like that.
What do you want to tell them? You have to work.
You have to work your butt off if you want to have, like, a really good lifestyle like hers.
So my son's very sweet. He's very supportive. So he knows that his mommy works very hard, and and we make things happen. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. Kind of lost track there a bit, but this is very rewarding. It's super lucrative. It's super cool, but you do have to work a lot. And especially in the beginning, there is upkeep. You've got to make sure that you're there. You got to make sure that, that you're reliable and that you're accountable, because essentially people are relying on you for a place to stay. Imagine if you're coming from another country or another state, or just even another part of the country that you live in, you want to make sure that you have accommodations. Nobody wants to feel like they're out. Nobody wants to feel like they don't have a place to go. So essentially, people are relying on you for a home. So you have to make sure that you're accountable. I am a very accountable, reliable person. I make sure that that people can count on me. That is a big deal to me. So you really have to make sure that it's aligned with who you are and your core values. If you're somebody that tends to flake and tends to do things like that, you may want to reconsider and maybe wait until maybe some more maturity sets in, because this is something that is for people that are that have a sense of stability in their lives. Just as far as the way that they handle things. Not necessarily, you don't have to be, financially stable to get started, because I wasn't. I got started at a very unstable financial situation. However, I pulled out of that very quickly using this business model. So, becoming an Airbnb host is very, very easy, simple to do, but it does require the hard work. I'm going to be posting more videos, and if you guys want more videos, you want me to, like, share with you guys, like, how I find my places, how I get furniture, how I, do that all on a budget. What?
If we can get, like, 2,000 likes, that'll be appreciated. And we'll upload more and stuff like that. And links to the description to my channel and stuff like that.
Yep, Cameron has a channel. Tell him what your channel is. What's it called?
It's called
he started a new channel.
It's called It's called Kid Cameron 008 RBX, and
Kid Cameron 0808 RBX, and he is really into Roblox and Minecraft, and he uploads really cool videos. So you got to check out Kid Cameron, my baby boy. He's the coolest. So yeah, so if you guys want to, I will upload more videos. Just kind of tell me like what you want to know about it. I'm going to put the link. Now, however, don't sign up to become a host until you're ready. Like until you are ready to get listed and booked, because then, you know, because you have 30 days, you know, to actually host, to actually get a booking, and then I think you get an incentive like $200 or something like that. So yeah, so let me know. Let me know what you guys want to know. This is very fun for me. It's a great life. Like I said, it's really fun. It's something that has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I give you a little background. I actually started this when I lived in Costa Rica. I moved back about 1.5 years ago, and I learned about short-term accommodations there. I will actually be going back to Costa Rica, going to Colombia, going to some other places that are really prime territory for real estate and things like that, to where that they actually allow you to, if you're just renting a home, you can sublease it out. Costa Rica has that as well. So I found some really cool condos, and I just did put that out for travelers, or would lease it out to travelers that were coming in town. And so that's where I learned how to do it. And then so I came back to Dallas about 1.5 years ago and started out with one, and then now I have 4 properties total, that I have 4 homes. And so it's really cool. It can go as fast as you want it or as slow as you want it. Some people probably are in better financial situations than I was when I started. So you maybe have a huge, you know, leg up on me, and you can go super fast. There's a lot of things that you can do to manage everything, to have automated, you know, automated messages, check-in process be seamless and streamlined. So eventually that you can really just make sure that you're, you have a business that's running and cash flow, and you are creating a high value skill, which is a high value income producing skill, which is a strategy of the wealthy. This is a skill you will learn. You will start to begin to foster skills that will literally, you can then be paid $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 plus, for people to gain your expertise, right? I also set up Airbnb properties for people. I do all the furnishings. I get everything started. I get them listed, booked, making their money back within a week. So this is all, of course, me learning this over a couple of years. But I would definitely call myself an expert. I know what I'm doing. So like I said, if you guys would like to know more, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I want to do this. I want to really open my channel to you guys. I want to build a fan base and build a community, not a fan base, but just a community of people that are setting out to just do things different, right? Because a lot of times in your everyday life, it's not always easy connecting, or finding people that are like-minded. And this is a channel, this is a medium where, we can connect with other like-minded people, that are making things happen in the world, that are doing things different, that are homeschooling their kids, that are traveling the world, that don't have 9-to-5 jobs, that aren't, living that 9-to-5 work week, going, getting drunk on the weekends. I want to find people that are like me, and I know that I can do that through this medium here, this channel. And so I want to build this up, and I want to build people, a community, and find friends and business associates and collaborations and things like that. That's really what I'm looking for, because this world is changing extremely fast, and we have to develop skills for ourselves so that we can show our children different, and we can start to experience different so they can experience different things. And, because we're living in a time where, it's uncertain what our future holds. We don't know what the future is going to be like, but we do know that we do have to have certain skills, adaptable skills that will carry us into the future. And no matter what happens, we'll be able to handle whatever's coming at us, because we've already developed the work ethic, and we've already developed the ability to be changeable and think on our feet and do things out and think outside the box, right? Working with other people. So please like, subscribe, connect with me, share with me. Like, I am one of the most open, cool people. I love other people, and especially people that are on similar missions to just really live out this life, you know, like we got to live, you know, because we're just in a time where, you know, it's so unpredictable. We don't know what's happening. But one thing we do know is we are in control of our destiny. We are in control of what happens to us in our immediate sphere of influence. We can really control that, and we can really build that up. So connect with me, please, and let me know, and I'll talk soon. Bye.